Hello everyone, welcome to my channel hdorionn. We are studying accountancy for class 12th from T.S. Grewal's textbook 2023 edition, Accounting for Partnership Firms, Chapter 3, Change in Profit Sharing Ratio among the existing partners. So let us see some questions related to sacrificing and gaining ratios. So in this chapter, we will first study the sacrificing and gaining ratio due to change in profit sharing ratio among existing partners. You see, it is not a case of admission or retirement or death of a partner. It is a case of change in profit sharing ratio among the existing partners. It means the partners are same, but their profit sharing ratio has changed. So some partner will gain and some partner may sacrifice. So we have to calculate this portion, that what is the portion of profit which a partner has sacrificed, which has led to gain to other partner. And one should also understand that gaining and sacrificing are always equal. And calculation of sacrificing and gaining ratio is also important in the treatment of goodwill, in the treatment of several types of reserves. So we need to be very particular about calculation of sacrificing and gaining ratio. And this information will be used in admission, retirement and death of a partner also. If this ratio are calculated wrong, then all the calculations will go wrong. So let us study from the question and understand what is sacrificing and gaining ratio. Question number 1. Om and Shyam are sharing profits and losses equally. With effect from 1st April 2023, they agreed to share profits in the ratio of 4:3. Calculate individual partners' gain or sacrifice due to change in ratio. Now, due to change in ratio, the earlier ratio is equal, that is 1:1, and now the ratio has changed to 4:3. So you see, earlier they were both getting equal, but now one partner is getting more and the other partner is getting less. You can see from here 4 means more and 3 means less. It means one partner has sacrificed so that the other partner can gain. So what is the portion what is that portion in the profit which a partner has sacrificed or gained? So let us calculate this. So solution 1, we have two partners, Om and Shyam, and their old ratio is 1:1, that is old ratio, and new ratio is 4:3. This is new ratio. Now from here also we can understand that earlier they were getting equal, but now Om is getting more and Shyam is getting less. It means Om has gained some portion of profit and the same portion of profit has been sacrificed by Shyam. We can understand it by some diagram here. You see, earlier the same profit was divided equally between the partners, and now it is divided in 7 portions. Out of this 7, why 7 portions? Because 4 plus 3 is 7. We have divided it in 7 portions and 4 portion will be given to Om. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This much portion is given to Om and this portion is given to Shyam. So here we can see that one partner has gained and the other partner has sacrificed. So what is the formula for calculating sacrificing ratio? Sacrificing ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Now for Om we will calculate old ratio. This is old ratio and the first ratio represents Om and the second ratio represents Shyam. So the first part, old ratio, means 1/2. Why 1/2? 1 divided by 1 plus 1, that is 2. So it is 1/2. minus this minus sign, and now the new ratio for ohm. Ohm is 7, total is 7. So 4 divided by total of this 7. Now when we solve this, taking LCM in the denominator, here it is 14. Now 7 into 1 is 7 minus 2 into 4 is 8. The answer is minus 1 by 14. Now minus 1 by 14 is the portion of profit which partner ohm has gained. But we have calculated sacrificing ratio and I am saying it is gain. Why? Because of this minus sign. When we calculate sacrificing ratio and the answer is in negative, it means it is reverse of sacrifice, that is gain. So ohm has gained. Now let us see for Shyam. Shyam's old ratio is 1 by 2. 1 divided by 1 plus 1, that is 2, minus Shyam is 3, so 3 divided by 4 plus 3 is 7. Now LCM is 14. 7 into 1 is 7 minus 2 into 3 is 6. Here comes 1 by 14. Now we are calculating sacrificing ratio and for Shyam it is a positive 1 by 14. So he has sacrificed. What has he sacrificed? He has sacrificed 1/14th of the total profit. This we have to understand. From the total profit, 1/14th portion is sacrificed by Shyam and it has been gained by ohm. That is the solution. Now let us see question number 2. Ashok, Bhim and Chetan are sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3:2. With effect from 1st April 2023, they decide to share profits and losses in the ratio of 5:2:3. Calculate each partner's gain or sacrifice due to change in ratio. Now see, here we are having 3 partners and their earlier ratio and the new ratio both are different. You see, earlier it was 5:3:2 and now it is 5:2:3. So we have to calculate how much a partner has gained or sacrificed. So let us see the solution. Solution 2. Ashok, Bhim and Chetan are the partners and their old ratio is 5:3:2. This is the old ratio, old profit sharing ratio. And now the new profit sharing ratio is 5:2:3. This is the new ratio. Now, because the ratio has changed, you see it has not changed for the first partner Ashok, but it has changed for the other partner Bhim and Chetan. But we will calculate, either we will calculate sacrificing ratio or gaining ratio. The result will be sacrificing or gaining for all the partners. Fine. So let us calculate sacrificing ratio. Is equal to old profit sharing ratio minus new profit sharing ratio. Now see, this calculation of sacrificing and gaining ratio will be required in every part of partnership, because lots of treatment related to general reserve, related to treatment of goodwill, related to undistributed profits, that you have to understand. And this ratio you should master in this, because by observation also sometimes you can calculate mentally also, and quick, you should not waste much time in this. So this ratio we will calculate sacrificing ratio. If the answer comes in positive, then it is sacrificing, that the partner has sacrificed. But if the answer comes in negative, then it is gained. So you don't have to apply once sacrificing ratio and the next time you have to calculate gaining ratio. It's not like that. You minus and plus answer will decide whether it is sacrificed or gained. Now let us talk for Ashok. Ashok, it is very clear that earlier also out of 10 Ashok was getting 5. Now also out of 10 Ashok is getting 5. How out of 10? 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 10. Fine. So for Ashok, old ratio is 5 by 10. 5 by 10. Now in the new ratio also it is 5 by 10. So due to change in ratio, Ashok's share has not changed. Let us talk about Bhim. Bhim earlier he was getting 3 by 10. So 3 by 10. This is the old ratio. Minus it is now 2 by 10. So LCM is 10 and in the numerator we will get 3 minus 2, that is equal to 1 by 10. It means Bhim has sacrificed. How? Because the answer is in positive. Bhim has sacrificed, and who will gain? Chetan will gain. Let us see how much he has gained. Old ratio is 2 by 10 and new ratio is 3 by 10. So here we can see that Chetan was earlier getting 2 portions out of 10 and now he is getting 3 portions out of 10. It means 1/10 orally also you can see here. Fine. So it will be 2 minus 3 by 10, which is equal to minus 1 by 10. So because it is minus, answer has come in minus because 3 is larger number and therefore it is a gain. And you will find that gain and sacrifice will always be equal because as much you sacrifice, so much will be gained by other partners. So this is the portion of profit. Out of total profit, Bhim has sacrificed 1/10 of the total profit and Chetan has got 1/10 of the total profit and Bhim has sacrificed it to Chetan. Let us see question number 3. X, Y and Z are sharing profits and losses in the ratio 5:3:2. With effect from 1st April 2023, they decide to share profits and losses equally. Calculate each partner's gain or sacrifice due to change in ratio. Solution 3. There are 3 partners X, Y and Z and their earlier ratio is 5:3:2 and now their new ratio is 1:1:1. This is the old ratio and this is the new ratio. See, earlier they were getting different amount of profits. X was getting most and then followed by Y and then Z. But now in the new ratio they are all getting equal. It means some partner has to sacrifice so that the other partner has gained. Fine. So let us calculate sacrificing ratio. You can also get the answer when you calculate gaining ratio, not sacrificing ratio. So either of the formulas you can use. Sacrificing ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio, whereas gaining ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. It is just the reverse. And if you get sacrificing ratio in negative, then it is gain. And if you get gaining ratio in negative, then it is sacrifice. Fine. So let us now use this formula gaining ratio. Let us calculate gaining ratio. Gaining ratio for partner X. New ratio minus old ratio. New ratio is how much? 1/3. 1 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. Minus old ratio for X is 5 divided by 5 plus 3 plus 2, that is 10. That is 5/10. And now 3 into 10 is 30. Then 10 into 1 is 10. Minus 3 into 5 is 15. So the answer is minus 5/30. You see, we are calculating gaining ratio and the answer is in negative. It means it is sacrificed. Sacrificed means X has sacrificed 5/30th portion of the total profit to somebody. And who is this somebody? The other partners. Let us see for Y. Y's new ratio is again 1/3 minus old ratio is 3/10. 3 into 10 is 30. Then 10 into 1, 10. 3 into 3, minus 9. So it is what? 1 by 30. So y answer is 1 by 30 in positive. It means y has gained 1/30th of the total profit. So here it is gain. And z's new profit is 1 by 3 and old is 2 by 10. LCM is 30 and here 10 and 6. So it will be how much? 4 divided by 30. It is also positive and therefore it is also gain. Now as I said you before that gain and sacrifice should always be equal. So here you see it is minus 5 and in the numerator, and here it is 1 plus 4. So 1 plus 4 is again 5. So 5 is sacrificed, 5 by 30th is sacrificed and 5 by 30th is gained. Now we can easily judge from the numerator because the denominators are same. 30, 30, 30. Fine. Unless the denominators are same, you cannot judge from the numerators whether the sacrifice or gain are equal or not. If you do not get equal, then your answer is wrong. Means your calculation somewhere you have gone wrong. But you can compare by the numerator only after seeing the denominator. If it is common, if it is the same number, then only the numerators can be compared. Like here, it is minus 5 in the numerator and it is 1 plus 4, it is positive 5 in the numerator. So the portion of profit sacrificed is equal to the portion of profit gained by the partners. Now let us see question number 4. A, B and C are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:4:1. Calculate new profit sharing ratio, sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio in each of the following cases. Now in this question, we have to calculate new profit sharing ratio, at the same time sacrificing ratio and the gaining ratio. Now there are 4 cases given here. Case 1. As per new agreement, C acquires 1/5 share from A. Case 2. As per new agreement, C acquires 1/5 share equally from A and B. Case 3. As per new agreement, A, B and C will share future profits and losses equally. And case 4. As per new agreement, C acquires 1/10 share of A and 1/2 share of B. Now there are much details here in all the cases which we will understand, but you have to understand it and master it, because things related to sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio is often asked in CBSE board exams also, and if you are preparing for any competitive exam there also. So you need to read and understand the question very well and do accordingly. So let us see the detailed explanation of it. So in question number 4, there are 3 partners A, B and C, and their profit sharing ratio is 5:4:1. Fine, this is their profit sharing ratio, which you can also write as 5 by 5 plus 4 plus 1 is 10 is to 5, sorry, second is 4 by 10 is to 1 by 10. This is for A, this is for B and this is for C. Fine, you can write it in this fashion also. It is shown in this way, but it means this. This is the ratio. Now in case 1, C acquires 1/5 share from A. Now what does this sentence mean? 1/5 share from A. It means out of the total profit, means total profits 1/5 share C is acquiring from A. And what are these? These are the shares in the total profit. A is getting 5 by 10th of the total profit, B is getting 4 by 10th and C is getting 1 by 10th. Now out of this, the concept is based on total profit. Here 1/5 share from A, it doesn't mean that from the portion of A 1/5 will be given to C. It is not the case. It is the case in which out of total profit, whatever is the total profit, 1/5 portion will be taken from A and will be given to C. That you have to understand. A is not giving his profits 1/5. A is giving 1/5 of the total profit. So when we calculate new ratio for A is getting how much? 5/10. Now he is sacrificing this to C. So we will simply subtract 1/5. Fine, because this is also from from total profit, and this is also from total profit. So we can subtract it. And here we get how much? Here the LCM will be 10. It is 5 minus 2. Fine. So here it is 3/10. So this is his new ratio. After sacrificing, this will be his new ratio. Earlier, he was getting 5 portion out of 10. But now he is getting 3 portion out of 10 because he has sacrificed 1/5 share of the total profit to C. And for B was getting how much? 4/10. Now also he will get 4/10. No change in the B's profit. Fine, because B is neither sacrificing nor gaining anything. And for C was earlier getting how much? 1/10. And now this sacrificed portion will come to C plus 1/10, 1/5. Now LCM will be 10. It is 2 plus 1. How do we get 2 plus 1? When you take LCM, it is 10. Now 10 divided by 10 is 1. 1 multiplied by 1 is, so this is the 1. I should write it reverse also. And now here it is 10 divided by 5 is 2. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. So it is 2. So in the numerator you will get 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. So 3/10. So this is their new ratio. Now the numerators can be taken as new ratio. So new ratio is equal to how much? 3:4:3. This is the new ratio. Numerators can be taken as the ratio because the denominators are same. It is 10, 10 and 10. Unless the denominators are same, the numerators cannot be taken as new ratio. You have to make the denominators same. We will learn this, how to make the denominators same in some of the questions ahead, not now. Now this is the new ratio, and then the question asks us to calculate sacrificing ratio. So you can see here A is sacrificing. A has 1/5 portion sacrificed and C has 1/5 portion gained. So that much is asked, and this is the answer. Now in case 2, C acquires 1/5 share equally from A and B. So C, this is the old ratio of the partners, and C will be acquiring 1/5 of the total profit, and half will be given by A and half will be given by B. So here we can understand that A and B are sacrificing and C is gaining. C is gaining how much? 1/5 of the total profit, and A and B are sacrificing how much? Half of 1/5 and half of 1/5. So let us understand it when we calculate new ratio. New ratio for A was earlier getting how much? 5/10. Okay, now A is sacrificing something because it is given here. Acquires means from A and B, means A and B has to sacrifice. They have to sacrifice so that C can gain. Half of 1/5. So 1/5 half. Fine. And B was getting how much? 4/10. From 4/10, 1/5, another half will be sacrificed. And C was getting how much? 1/10, which he gets, and he gets 1/5 into 1/2 from A plus 1/5 into 1/2 from B. This way C is getting. So we can calculate it further. A is what? 5/10 minus 1/10. See, it is multiplication, so we can multiply it. Now the denominator is same, so LCM will be 10, and in the numerator we get 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4/10. So you can understand here that A was earlier getting 5 by 10, but now because of his sacrifice to C, he is getting 4 by 10, which is less. So straightforward, you can understand that A has sacrificed something. Okay. And orally also you can understand that he has sacrificed 1 by 10. Now for B. B also here it is 4 by 10 minus 1 by 10, which is equal to 4 minus 1 by 10. So it is 3 by 10. And for C, here it is plus sign, here it is minus sign, one should understand. Then C was getting 1 by 10 plus, here also 1 by 10, and from C also, from B also it is 1 by 10. Because the numerators are common, LCM will be 10. 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is equal to 3 by 10. So in this way, we find that the new portion in the total profit is for A, B and C. Because the denominators are same, therefore the numerators can be taken as the new ratio, which is 4:3:3. This is the new ratio. Fine. And what is the sacrificing ratio? Sacrificing ratio is how much? For A, you can easily see that this is the portion which is sacrificed by A and B. So A has sacrificed 1 by 10 and B has also sacrificed 1 by 10. Whereas C has gained how much? This much C has gained. So that is 2 by 10 gain. Here these two have sacrificed. Fine. But you can also calculate it by the traditional method, that is old ratio minus new ratio, when you are calculating sacrificing ratio, because both the ratios you are knowing. Old ratio also you know, that is A is to B is to C is equal to, earlier it was 5:4:1, but now it is how much? 4:3:3. So this is old ratio and this is new ratio. Now when you put the formula here, then also you can get the same result. Let us see it how. Sacrificing ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. For A, old ratio is how much? 5 by 10 and new ratio is how much? 4 by 10. So easily you can make out here it is 5 minus 4 by 10, which is 1 by 10, and it is in positive, so it is sacrificing ratio. A has sacrificed 1/10 of the total profit to C. And the same is for B. B was earlier getting 4 by 10. Now B is getting 3 by 10. Because the denominators are same, LCM will be 10. In the numerator you get 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1 by 10. Here also it is in positive and therefore sacrificed. Fine. And for C. C was earlier getting 1 by 10. And now C is getting 3 by 10. Here also the denominator are same, so LCM will be 10. And in the numerator you will get 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. This will be the order, and the answer is minus 2 by 10. Because we are calculating sacrificing ratio and the answer is coming in negative, it means gain. 2 by 10th portion of the total profit has been gained by C. Now, in case 3, A, B and C will share future profits and losses equally. It means all the three partners will get equal profits in future. Earlier they were getting 5:4:1, but now they will get 1:1:1. This is the old ratio and this is the new profit sharing ratio. And either we can calculate sacrificing ratio or gaining ratio. Any of the formula you can use, but you will get the same answer. Let us take sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio for A. Fine. For A. So old ratio. What was the old ratio for A? It was 5 by 10. 5 divided by total of the ratio, that is 10. And new ratio is 1 divided by total of the ratio, 3. LCM will be 30. 5 into 3 is 15 minus 10 into 1 is 10. So it is 5 by 30. Now A has sacrificed because the answer is in negative, positive. So here it is sacrificed. And for B, B was earlier getting old ratio is 4 by 10 and new ratio is 1 by 3. LCM will be 30. In the numerator, 12 minus 10, that is equal to 2 by 30. Here also sacrificed. And for C, old ratio is 1 by 10 minus 1 by 3. So LCM will be 30. In the numerator, you will get 3 and 10. So it is minus 7 by 30. So here it is gain. Now you can see that the gain and sacrifice are always equal. You see the denominators are 30. It is same. So you can compare from the numerator. It is positive 7. 5 plus 2, 7. And it is negative 7. So as much is sacrificed, so much is gained. So that is the sacrificing ratio. And old ratio and new ratio is already given in the question. So let us move on to case 4. And you can say that A and B's sacrificing ratio is 5:2. How 5:2? Because the denominators are 30, you can take numerators as the ratio. This is the sacrificing ratio of A and B. And C has gained 7 by 30 of the total profit of the firm. Case 4. C acquires 1/10 share of A and 1/2 share of B. So of course C is gaining, but A and B are sacrificing. How much are they sacrificing? You have to understand from this that 1/10 share of A. Because of this preposition of here, the meaning has changed. You see, of A means from A's portion 1/10 is given to C, and from B's portion 1/2 is given to C. Fine. So how much is A's portion? In the ratio, old ratio, A is to B is to C, the ratio is 5:4:1. And how much is A getting? A is getting 5 by 10 into 1 by 10. It means 5 by 100. Now 1/10 share of A. So this is the portion share of A, and 1/10 of which will be 5 by 100. Means 5 by 100. Now it has become of total profit. 5 by 100th of total profit. A has to sacrifice to C. And B has to sacrifice half of his portion of profit. His portion of profit is how much? 4 by 10. Here see 4 by 10. And half of which is how much? Into 1 by 2. Half. So it is 4 by 20. So this much portion B has to sacrifice, and this much portion A has to sacrifice out of the total profit from their profit. Now the language is of A, and therefore we are doing it this way. Had it been written from A, then we would have subtracted 1 by 10 from A and 1 by 2 from B. But it is written of B, of A, and therefore from A's portion 1 by 10, from B's portion 1 by 2. It is not from the total profit. Now after multiplying this, whatever you get, this is from the total profit. One has to understand this. Now new ratio we will calculate. New ratio for A. A was earlier getting how much? 5 by 10. Now this much portion goes to C. So 5 by 100 goes to C. Now for B, it is how much? 4 by 10 was the previous share in the profit. And now B has sacrificed 4 by 20 to C. Whereas for C, C was earlier getting 1 by 10. But now from A, C is getting 5 by 100, and from B getting 4 by 20. Now when you solve this, for A, LCM is here 100. Now 100 divided by 10 is 10. 10 multiplied by 5 is 50. Minus. So 100 divided by 100 is 1. 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. So here we get 4 by 100. 45 by 100. And here LCM is how much? LCM is 20. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. 8 minus 20 divided by 20 is 1. 1 multiplied by 4 is 4. So here we get how much? 4 by 20. And now see here. LCM will be 100. Now 100 divided by 10 is 10. 10 multiplied by 1 is 10. Plus, because of this plus. 100 divided by 100 is 1. 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. Again plus. 100 divided by 20 is 5. 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. So now, here it will be how much? 35 divided by 100. Here also 100, here also 100 in the denominator, 100, and here in the denominator we have got 20. So we have to convert this 20 into 100 by multiplying and dividing with the same number, and the number is 5. When you multiply it by 5, it gets 100. It becomes 100. So if you multiply any number, if you multiply and divide any number with the same number, the value will not change. So here it becomes how much? 20 by 100. Now in the denominator it is 100, 100, 100. Now the numerators can be taken as the ratio. 45 is to 20 is to 35. 45 is to 20 is to 35. Total of it is also equal to 100. Now you can simplify it. You can reduce it to the simplest by dividing it by 5, because all are divisible by 5, and you get 9 is to 4 is to 7 as the answer, which is our new profit sharing ratio for the partners. So you can see here that A and B has sacrificed some portion of their profit to C. So C is the gainer and A and B are the sacrificer. So what is the sacrificed amount for A and B is for A is to B is equal to 5 by 100 is to 4 by 20. Fine, 4 by 20, which can be, now the denominator you have to make, you see, 5 by 100 is to 4 by 20. This 4 by 20 can be converted, in the denominator should be converted into 100. So let us multiply and divide it by 5. And now you get what? 5 by 100 is to 20 by 100. So sacrificing ratio for A and B is how much? It is 5 is to 20, which is equal to 1 is to 4. So this is the sacrificing ratio for A and B. You can also calculate it by the traditional method, that is sacrificing ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. And you can see here that C has gained. This much portion C has gained. So C is gain. C is gain we can calculate here 5 by 100 plus 4 by 20. Fine. Here LCM will be 100. 100 divided by 100 is 1. 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. Plus 100 divided by 20 is 5. 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. So it is how much? 25 by 100. And C's gain is, if you cancel this, it is 1 by 4. Now 1 by 4th of the total profit C has gained, and here A and B have sacrificed, and the ratio of A and B's sacrifice is 1 is to 4. It looks a little complicated, but it is not. If you practice this, it is very, very easy to understand, and this level of questions are frequently asked in the examination. One should not skip it, and one should not be afraid of this. Now let us see question number 5. Pranav, Karan and Rahim are partners sharing profits and losses in agreed ratio. With effect from 1st April 2023, they agreed to share profits in the ratio of 3:3:4. To arrive at the new ratio, Rahim takes 1/5 share equally from Pranav and Karan. Calculate the old profit sharing ratio. Now it looks like a little tricky question, but it is very easy to solve it. So solution 5 we will see. 3 partners are there, Pranav, Karan and Rahim, and the profit sharing ratio, old ratio, is not given to them. Is not given to them in the question. Fine. And the new ratio is how much? New ratio of these partners are given how much it is. Yeah, 3:3:4. And the question further says that Rahim takes 1/5 share equally from Pranav and Karan. Fine. He takes equally from Pranav and Karan. Rahim gains. How much? Rahim gains 1/5 of the total profit, and which he takes equally from Pranav and Karan. So 1/5 half, that is 1/10, is sacrificed by Pranav to Rahim, and another 1/10, that is 1/5 into 1/2, that is equal to 1/10, is sacrificed by Karan to Rahim. So they have sacrificed, and here Rahim has gained. So now we have to calculate the old ratio because new ratio is already given to us. So calculation of old ratio. Old ratio we will calculate. We know that whatever might be the old ratio of Pranav, out of this old ratio of Pranav, 1/10 is sacrificed, and now the new ratio has become how much? 3/10, because this is the new ratio, 3/10. So old ratio minus sacrificed portion is equal to new ratio. And similar way for Karan minus sacrificed, old ratio minus sacrifice is equal to new ratio, that is 3/10. And then the last partner, Rahim, whatever was the old ratio of Rahim, plus 1/10 from Pranav plus 1/10 from Karan will give us 4/10. Okay, so old ratio minus sacrificing ratio is equal to new ratio, we can say this. So old ratio minus sacrificing ratio is equal to new ratio. Now when we solve this, we will transpose this. So Pranav is equal to, this minus will go to the right hand side, we transpose this, so it will become 3/10 plus 1/10, that is equal to 4/10. And for Karan, leave this Karan this side and transpose this to the right hand side, we get 3/10 plus 1/10, that is equal to 4/10 again. And for Rahim is equal to, now this portion will be transposed to the right hand side, 4/10 minus 1/10 minus 1/10, because they are in positive, so when they are brought to the right hand side, the sign will change. Now this much will be how much? It is 4 minus 1 minus 1, that is 2/10. So here the denominators are same, 10, 10, 10. So the numerators can be taken as profit sharing ratio, that is 4:4:2. Or you can further simplify it as new ratio, is not new ratio, old ratio. Old ratio is equal to 2:2:1, because the names are old ratio. Old ratio minus sacrificing ratio is equal to new ratio. So old ratio, the names are representing what? Old ratio. So old ratio is how much? 2:2:1. I hope you have understood the concept and have watched the full video. If you are having any doubt, then please put it in the comment section. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing and sharing this channel. And thank you so much for watching this video.